My dear listeners, pause for a moment. Do not rush past this message. There is a reason these words have found you today. Something is shifting behind the scenes, and what you are about to hear may explain a feeling you have not been able to put into words. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate cannot stop smiling right now. Not because of something they saw on a screen. Not because of a random conversation. Not because of a temporary distraction. They are smiling because something inside them has changed. For a long time, they carried questions. For a long time, they wondered if what they felt was real. They tried to understand why your presence remained in their thoughts. They tried to focus on other things. They tried to convince themselves that certain feelings would eventually fade away. But they did not. In fact, those feelings became stronger. And now something surprising has happened. A realization has entered their heart so clearly that they can no longer ignore it. Don't skip. Because this is where the story begins to change. There was a moment recently when your soulmate found themselves thinking about you without even trying. It happened unexpectedly. Perhaps during a quiet evening. Perhaps during a busy day. Perhaps in the middle of a conversation that had nothing to do with you. Yet somehow, your name entered their mind. Your energy entered their thoughts. And once it did, everything felt different. They caught themselves smiling. Not once. Not twice. Again and again. Even they could not fully explain it. Something about you creates a feeling of comfort inside them. Something about you creates hope. Something about you reminds them that life can still surprise them. And what makes this even more powerful is that they are beginning to understand why. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is shocking news connected to this smile. The smile is not random. The smile is connected to a discovery. A realization. A truth that has finally reached the surface. Your soulmate has started imagining a future where you are part of their story. That thought used to feel distant. Now it feels possible. That thought used to feel uncertain. Now it feels exciting. And every time they imagine it, they smile again. There is something beautiful about the way destiny works. Sometimes answers arrive quietly. Sometimes they arrive through small signs. Sometimes they arrive through a feeling that refuses to disappear. Your soulmate is experiencing exactly that. The more they try to understand their emotions, the clearer everything becomes. The more they look ahead, the more they see you. The more they listen to their heart, the less confusion remains. Don't skip. Because what happens next is important. There is a conversation approaching. A conversation that has not happened yet. Words that have been waiting to be spoken. Thoughts that have been waiting to be shared. Feelings that have been waiting for the right moment. And your soulmate knows that moment is getting closer. That realization alone is enough to make them smile. Imagine carrying something meaningful inside your heart for a long time. Imagine finally reaching a point where you feel ready. Ready to be honest. Ready to be open. Ready to stop hiding. That is where your soulmate is standing right now. At the edge of a new chapter. And the shocking news is not just that they are smiling. The shocking news is that they have stopped running from what they feel. For a long time they questioned themselves. For a long time they hesitated. For a long time they wondered if they should stay silent. But silence is becoming harder. Much harder. Because every day brings more clarity. Every day brings more certainty. Every day brings another reason to smile. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is an energy building around this connection. An energy of movement. An energy of progress. An energy that refuses to stay stuck. You may not see everything happening behind the scenes. You may not know every thought crossing their mind. But trust this. More is happening than you realize. Your soulmate is beginning to understand that some connections are too meaningful to ignore. Some people leave a mark that cannot be erased. Some souls remain unforgettable. And that realization has become impossible for them to avoid. That is why the smile keeps appearing. That is why their heart feels lighter. That is why their future feels brighter. Because for the first time in a long time, they are allowing themselves to believe that something wonderful is possible. And when that belief entered their heart, everything started changing. Don't skip. Because there is still something you need to hear. Your soulmate is not smiling because they think everything is perfect. They are smiling because they finally see hope. Hope where there was uncertainty. Hope where there was confusion. Hope where there was hesitation. And hope is powerful. Hope changes decisions. Hope changes perspectives. Hope changes lives. The moment a person truly believes something beautiful can happen, they begin moving differently. Thinking differently. Dreaming differently. Your soulmate has entered that stage. And the closer they move toward that future, the stronger their feelings become. There are moments when they catch themselves wondering what you are doing. Moments when they wonder how your day is going. Moments when they imagine hearing your voice. Moments when they imagine sharing happiness with you. And every one of those moments leaves them smiling. Stay a little longer. Do not leave yet. Because the biggest part of this message is still ahead. The shocking news coming toward you is not based on fear. It is not based on loss. It is not based on uncertainty. It is based on revelation. A revelation that changes the way your soulmate sees this connection. A revelation that changes the way they see themselves. A revelation that changes the way they see the future. The walls are becoming lower. The distance is becoming smaller. The understanding is becoming deeper. And the smile is becoming impossible to hide. Your soulmate feels it. Even if they have not said everything out loud yet. Even if they have not shared every detail. Even if they have not taken every step. Something inside them already knows. A new chapter is approaching. And that knowledge fills them with happiness. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is only the beginning of what is being revealed. The smile you cannot see. The thoughts you cannot hear. The feelings you cannot measure. They are all pointing toward the same truth. Your soulmate's heart is opening. Their confidence is growing. Their certainty is increasing. And the story is moving forward. Far more than anyone realizes. The smile is real. The excitement is real. The hope is real. And the news that is approaching carries the energy of change. A change that starts quietly. A change that begins inside the heart. A change that eventually becomes impossible to ignore. For now, remember this. Somewhere, your soulmate is smiling. Not because of coincidence. Not because of chance. But because a beautiful realization has finally found its way into their heart. And this realization is only the first sign that something unforgettable is on its way. Listen carefully, because what is unfolding now is even more surprising than what you heard before. The smile on your soulmate's face has not faded. In fact, it has grown stronger. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason this message found you at this exact moment. While everything may appear normal on the surface, something extraordinary is happening behind the scenes. Your soulmate recently received a realization they never expected. It was not a loud moment. It was not dramatic. It arrived quietly, but the impact was impossible to ignore. Suddenly they understood why every road seemed to lead back to thoughts of you. Suddenly they understood why no matter how busy life became, your presence remained in their heart. And when that realization arrived, they smiled in a way they had not smiled in a very long time. Don't skip. Because this next part changes everything. There is a conversation that has already started inside their mind. They are replaying memories. They are connecting dots. They are noticing details they once overlooked. Things that seemed ordinary now feel meaningful. Things they once dismissed now feel important. It is almost as if a hidden picture is finally becoming clear. And the more it becomes clear, the more excited they feel about what comes next. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is beginning to see possibilities where they once saw uncertainty. They are imagining moments that once felt impossible. They are allowing themselves to dream again. And every dream seems to include you somewhere within it. That is why they cannot stop smiling. Because for the first time, they are no longer focused on what could go wrong. They are focused on what could go right. That shift has changed everything. It has changed the way they wake up. It has changed the way they look at the future. It has changed the way they think about this connection. Don't skip. Because a shocking revelation is getting closer. There is someone around your soulmate who has noticed this change. Someone who has seen the smile. Someone who has seen the excitement. Someone who has noticed that their energy is different lately. They may not know every detail, but they can tell something important is happening. Your soulmate tries to hide it sometimes, but happiness has a way of revealing itself. Excitement has a way of shining through. Hope has a way of becoming visible. And right now, hope is becoming stronger than ever. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The surprising part is that your soulmate is no longer asking whether this connection matters. That question has already been answered in their heart. The real question now is what happens next. And that is where things become truly exciting. Because every day brings them closer to a decision. Every day brings them closer to clarity. Every day brings them closer to taking a step they once thought was impossible. Their heart is becoming braver. Their confidence is becoming stronger. Their feelings are becoming impossible to ignore. Don't skip. Because there is more. Imagine carrying a secret hope for a long time. Imagine finally reaching a moment when that hope starts feeling real. That is exactly what your soulmate is experiencing. They are beginning to believe that the future they once imagined could actually happen. They are beginning to believe that happiness is closer than they thought. They are beginning to believe that some connections are meant to be explored rather than avoided. And every time that belief grows stronger, the smile returns. Bigger than before. Brighter than before. More impossible to hide than before. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is an energy of movement surrounding this story now. Things are not standing still. Progress is happening even if it cannot yet be seen. Answers are forming even if they have not yet been spoken. Moments are approaching even if they have not yet arrived. And your soulmate can feel it. That feeling is creating excitement inside them. It is creating anticipation. It is creating the sense that something unforgettable is on the horizon. Don't skip. Because the most important part is still ahead. The shocking news connected to this smile is not just about emotions. It is about timing. Certain pieces are finally falling into place. Certain obstacles are losing their power. Certain questions are finding answers. And as this happens, your soulmate feels lighter. More hopeful. More certain. More ready. They no longer feel like they are standing at the beginning of the journey. They feel like they are approaching a turning point. And that turning point is making them smile every single day. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If you could see what is happening inside their heart right now, you would understand why this smile refuses to disappear. You would understand why they keep returning to thoughts of you. You would understand why the future suddenly feels brighter than it did before. Because something has shifted. Something has awakened. Something has become undeniable. And this is only the beginning. The story is still unfolding. The revelations are still arriving. The excitement is still growing. And your soulmate knows that the best chapter has not happened yet. That is why they keep smiling. That is why they keep hoping. That is why they keep believing. Because deep inside, they feel that something wonderful is getting closer with every passing day. Right when it seemed impossible for this story to become more surprising, something else happened. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate's smile is no longer coming from a simple thought. It is coming from a discovery that keeps getting stronger every single day. There are moments when they suddenly stop whatever they are doing because a thought about you enters their mind so clearly that they cannot ignore it. It feels unexpected. It feels powerful. It feels different from anything they have experienced before. And every time it happens, the same smile appears again. The kind of smile that comes from deep certainty. The kind of smile that appears when someone realizes they may be standing at the beginning of something truly meaningful. Don't skip. Because what comes next may explain everything. Your soulmate has started noticing signs they overlooked before. Small moments. Small memories. Small details that now seem connected. They are beginning to realize that certain events in their life may have been guiding them toward this exact chapter. What once looked ordinary now feels important. What once looked random now feels meaningful. And this realization has created a level of excitement they cannot easily describe. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The shocking news connected to this story is growing closer with every passing day. Your soulmate can feel it. There is a sense of anticipation inside them that refuses to disappear. They wake up with it. They carry it throughout the day. They think about it during quiet moments. It feels as though life is preparing to reveal something they have been waiting to understand for a very long time. And somehow, every path keeps leading back to you. Don't skip. Because there is something remarkable happening behind the scenes. While your soulmate may not have all the answers yet, they have something equally important. They have confidence. Confidence that was not there before. Confidence that this connection matters. Confidence that their feelings are real. Confidence that certain opportunities should not be ignored. This confidence has changed the way they think. It has changed the way they dream. It has changed the way they imagine the future. And every time they picture that future, they find themselves smiling again. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is another reason their smile has become impossible to hide. They have stopped focusing on what they cannot control and started focusing on what truly matters. Instead of worrying about uncertainty, they are paying attention to possibility. Instead of focusing on distance, they are focusing on connection. Instead of questioning every feeling, they are finally allowing themselves to trust their heart. That change has created a new energy around them. A brighter energy. A calmer energy. An energy that keeps pulling them toward the future. Don't skip. Because the biggest revelation has not arrived yet. Imagine standing in front of a door that has been closed for a very long time. Imagine suddenly realizing that the door is beginning to open. That is exactly how your soulmate feels. They sense movement. They sense progress. They sense that something important is approaching. And although they cannot see every detail yet, they know enough to feel excited. They know enough to smile. They know enough to believe that the next chapter could be more beautiful than anything they expected. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There have been moments recently when your soulmate caught themselves imagining conversations that have not happened yet. Imagining moments that have not arrived yet. Imagining possibilities that once felt distant. These thoughts are becoming more frequent. More vivid. More impossible to ignore. They are no longer treating these thoughts as passing dreams. They are beginning to see them as real possibilities. And that realization has changed everything. Don't skip. Because this story is reaching a turning point. The smile you keep hearing about is not temporary. It is becoming part of who they are right now. It appears when they remember something about you. It appears when they imagine the future. It appears when they think about the possibilities ahead. Even during ordinary days, there is a quiet excitement inside them. An excitement that refuses to disappear. An excitement connected directly to the shocking news that is still unfolding. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The truth is that your soulmate feels closer to clarity than ever before. The confusion that once surrounded this connection is fading away. The doubts are becoming quieter. The certainty is becoming louder. And when certainty begins replacing doubt, everything changes. Decisions become easier. Feelings become stronger. Dreams become clearer. Your soulmate is experiencing that transformation right now. Don't skip. Because there is one final thing you need to hear today. Somewhere deep inside, your soulmate has already begun preparing for a future that looks different from the one they imagined before. A future filled with more hope. More joy. More possibility. And every time they think about that future, they smile without even realizing it. The shocking news is not just that they are smiling. The shocking news is why they are smiling. They are smiling because their heart is finally allowing itself to believe that something extraordinary could happen. They are smiling because they feel that a meaningful chapter is getting closer. They are smiling because for the first time in a long time, the future feels bright. And that feeling continues growing stronger with every passing day. The story is not over. The revelations are not finished. The surprises are not complete. In fact, the most unforgettable part may still be ahead. Just when your soulmate thought they understood why they could not stop smiling, another realization arrived and changed everything again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The feeling inside them has become impossible to ignore. What started as a quiet thought has grown into something much bigger. It is no longer a passing feeling. It is no longer a temporary emotion. It has become a constant presence in their heart. Every day brings a new reminder. Every day brings a new reason to believe. Every day brings a new reason for that smile to return. And the most surprising part is that they never expected this journey to unfold the way it has. Don't skip. Because what you are about to hear is one of the biggest revelations yet. Recently, your soulmate experienced a moment that stopped them in their tracks. It was a simple moment, but it carried an extraordinary impact. For a few seconds, everything became clear. The questions that once filled their mind became quieter. the uncertainty that once followed them began fading away. And in that moment, they realized something that changed their entire perspective. They realized that thoughts of you were no longer occasional. They had become part of their everyday life. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This realization created a wave of excitement they could not explain. Suddenly they began looking at the future differently. Instead of wondering what might happen, they started imagining what could happen. Instead of focusing on obstacles, they started noticing opportunities. Instead of questioning every feeling, they started trusting what their heart had been telling them all along. And that trust brought peace. It brought confidence. It brought a smile that seemed to appear without warning. Don't skip. Because the story is moving faster now. There is a sense inside your soulmate that something important is approaching. They cannot explain exactly why they feel it. They simply know. Sometimes life gives subtle signs that a chapter is changing. Sometimes a person feels a shift before they can see it. That is exactly where your soulmate is right now. They feel a change in the air. They feel a change in their thoughts. They feel a change in their heart. And every sign points toward something meaningful. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What makes this even more remarkable is that your soulmate has started noticing how often happiness appears when they think about you. It happens unexpectedly. During ordinary moments. During quiet moments. During moments when they least expect it. Suddenly they find themselves smiling. Not because someone told them to smile. Not because they are trying to appear happy. But because their heart naturally responds that way whenever your presence enters their thoughts. Don't skip. Because this next revelation is powerful. Your soulmate is beginning to understand that some connections are rare. Some connections leave an impact that grows stronger instead of weaker. Some connections continue unfolding long after they begin. And that is exactly how they see this connection now. Not as something temporary. Not as something ordinary. But as something that deserves attention. Something that deserves honesty. Something that deserves a chance to grow into its fullest potential. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There are moments when your soulmate imagines a future conversation and immediately starts smiling. There are moments when they imagine a future memory that has not even happened yet and still feel excitement. There are moments when they picture possibilities ahead and feel an overwhelming sense of hope. That hope has become one of the strongest emotions in their life right now. It follows them everywhere. It appears when they least expect it. And it keeps reminding them that something special may be closer than they realize. Don't skip. Because the most surprising detail is still ahead. Your soulmate is no longer focused on whether things can happen. They are beginning to wonder when they will happen. That is a very different mindset. It means they have moved beyond uncertainty. It means they have started believing in possibility. It means they have started seeing a future that feels real instead of distant. And every time that vision becomes clearer, the smile returns once again. Bigger. Brighter. Stronger than before. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The shocking news connected to this title is growing stronger every day. It is not fading. It is not disappearing. It is building momentum. The excitement inside your soulmate is building momentum. The confidence inside your soulmate is building momentum. The belief inside your soulmate is building momentum. Everything is moving toward a moment that feels increasingly important. A moment they can sense approaching even if they cannot yet see every detail. Don't skip. Because this chapter is not ending quietly. The truth is that your soulmate has reached a point where happiness arrives naturally whenever thoughts of you appear. That happiness is real. That excitement is real. That smile is real. And the reason it continues growing is because something inside them believes that the story is far from over. In fact, they feel that the most unforgettable moments have not happened yet. They feel that the best surprises are still waiting ahead. They feel that something extraordinary is quietly taking shape behind the scenes. And that feeling is the reason they cannot stop smiling. The smile is not about the past. The smile is about what they believe is coming next. The smile is about the future. The smile is about possibility. The smile is about a chapter that feels closer than ever before. And as this chapter continues to unfold, one thing becomes impossible to deny. Something huge is waiting for you.